This is one of your topics in ALEX. It says identifying parallel and perpendicular lines from equations. So parallel lines, we know have the same slope. Let's make that note at the top. Parallel lines have the same slope. And perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal slopes. That means you flip it and change the sign. So let's take line. The first thing you want to do on these is decide the slope of each line. So line number 1, this is easy because it's in point slope form. So m equals 5 over 2. Line number 2, let's work on that one next. We want to find the slope. It says 4x plus 10y equals 8. So to find the slope, we need to solve for y. Let's subtract the 4x from both sides. So 10y equals negative 4x plus 8. We're going to divide by 10 all the way through. So y equals negative 2 fifths x plus, that reduces to 4 fifths. So what's important here is the slope on this one is negative 2 over 5. And then for line 3, oh, this is line 2. And then for line 3, we have 5y equals 2x plus 3. So we're going to divide by 5 everywhere. So to solve for y, so y equals 2 fifths x plus 3 fifths. So again, you can see our slope here. Our slope is 2 fifths. Okay, so now this says to compare line 1 and line 2. When you look at line 1, we have a slope of 5 over 2. When you look at line 2, we have a slope of negative 2 over 5. If you take 5 over 2 and flip it, it becomes 2 over 5, and then change the sign to negative. That's what you have here. So these two lines, line 1 and line 2, are perpendicular. Because if you take the slope from one and flip it and change the sign, you get the slope from the other one. Now the problem says to look at line 1 and line 3. So line 1 has a slope of 5 over 2. Line 3 has a slope of 2 over 5. They are not the same, so they are not parallel. And if you flip line 1's slope, you get 2 over 5 and change the sign to be negative. That's not what you have for line 3. So they are neither. So they are neither parallel nor perpendicular. Now we're going to look at line 2 and line 3. So line 2 is negative 2 over 5, and line 3 is positive 2 over 5. They are not the same, so they are not parallel. And if you flip it and change the signs, we should get positive 5 over 2. So they are not perpendicular either. Therefore, they are neither as well. I hope this topic makes sense, and let me know if you have any questions.